the entertainment world.
Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
All right, the spit heard around the world. Olivia Wilde addressing this weird situation with Harry Styles, Chris Pine, Spitgate, as it has been known.
After that messy red carpet premiere.
Yeah. Maybe we should backtrack a little bit. For those who aren't familiar with exactly what happened, maybe lay down the foundation of what Spitgate is, and then Olivia's comments.
Just a giant mess. So there's a movie called Don't Worry, Darling, where Harry Styles stars in it. Chris Pine is in it as well. Olivia Wilde was the director. She is dating Harry Styles currently, even though that's not technically confirmed. The whole thing seems like a giant mess. There was a thing where she said she fired Shia LaBeouf. Then he went and posted a video of her begging him to come back to set, referring to Florence Pugh, one of the main actresses, as Miss Flo, saying that maybe she needs to learn a lesson. Like, everything about this set has just been messy. And so when they ended up doing a film premiere, when Harry Styles came to sit down and be seated in the theater, it looked like he spit on Chris Pine, and Chris Pine reacts and kind of just goes like, and then whatever. And so that video ended up going viral. Everyone was convinced that is what happened, because why not? All the other drama has just been so absolutely out of control around this movie. So Olivia Wilde went on Stephen Colbert last night. She was asked directly about Spitgate, and she basically brushed the entire thing off and was like, oh no, that's just proof that people will just make up anything for some drama, as if to say that everything else that's not taken place or has taken place behind the scenes isn't even more ridiculous than the idea of Harry Styles spitting on Chris Pine.
Totally.
Honestly. I mean, if people are creating anything for drama, then what actually did happen? Because it really looks like he spit on the guy.
Listen, guys, if the NFL can spend $5 million on an outside investigation in Tom Brady and Deflategate, somebody should spend $5 million to figure out what the heck happened here. I don't care if it's Bill Nye the Science Guy. Get some science and mathematics behind this, because we need to know whether or not Harry spit on Chris Pine.
I mean, replay review. It's in the NFL for a reason. We can use it here. We can use our eyes and we see what happens.
Only you two would find a way to figure out how we can make the Venice Film Festival relate back to football.
But you know it makes sense, though. It makes sense.
The fact that everything else that took place with the drama behind the scenes on this movie is so ridiculous, to the point where, like, Harry and Olivia couldn't be seen next to each other because it would detract from the story, and everybody arrives separately. And then she has the audacity to sit there in an interview like, oh, people will do anything for drama. What has the last 6 months been? It's nothing but drama.
It
boy.
seems very, very messy behind the scenes. I
sure
still want to
does.
see
Seems messy in front of the
Well, I
scenes.
still want to see this movie too, because everyone's been saying it wasn't great, and I just, all the other behind the scenes stuff has kind of overshadowed it. So I don't know. We'll see. But
there's going to be a movie about the making of this movie one day.
A Netflix little
Of course there
docuseries.
will.
I don't know. Hey, so Brad Pitt, I didn't know this. He's a man of many talents, actor, also a sculptor.
I had no idea.
And he is sharing his thoughts on who he thinks the most handsome men are. So who's on his list?
So he said Paul Newman. That's a given. He said, as somebody that is, in his craft and does acting or whatever, Paul Newman ages so gracefully. So that was his first person. But he said, if we look at a modern day, somebody that's still out there acting, it would have to be George Clooney.
That's who I thought he would say.
And I love their bestiness. But what I wanted to see happen, because this was for Vogue, I wanted Brad Pitt to stare directly into the camera and say, me. I'm the actor.
I mean, yeah.
I thought he would go with Clooney.
You knew he wouldn't.
I
hope
really,
he would,
that was my guess for him. And I don't know if that's because I love the Ocean's 11 movies.
Yeah.
But like, I knew he was going to go that route.
They're buds, so.
He literally chose the safest answers possible. I mean, Paul Newman has his face on pizza boxes and salad dressing. And then George Clooney, I mean, they're literally the bestest friends in the world. I wanted to see Brad Pitt go rogue. We all know my choice would have been Chris Evans. Somebody like that should have been who we went with.
Yeah, he could have thrown a wild card pick in there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
but I don't disagree with him.
I mean, I don't think anybody
either of
does.
those
I don't think
choices.
anybody does. Yeah, you can't argue against it.
Exactly. All right, thanks you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.
Bye, friends.
Take care, guys.
Don't forget you can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.